مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear students of grade 10. Mr Aymen is back for a new lesson, a speaking lesson, students book, page 79, 137, the same unit, success. And remember always to stick to our identity and to our Islamic values. Be ready to best represent your country in the FIFA World Cup 2022, and always remember that the Prophet encouraged to be fit and healthy. And now to our objectives for today. We aim to learn to open a talk about an opinion about advantages and disadvantages of a particular phenomenon or thing. We aim as well to exchange a talk with opinions, but also with contrast. Ready? Just open your student's book, page 79, and I want one of you to read the instruction. The door is yours. Talk in pairs. Imagine your school is planning on expanding its facilities. Behind the school is an area of open ground which will be turned into one of the two options shown below. You are on the advisory committee and have been asked to give your opinion. First, discuss the advantages and disadvantages of each option using the ideas in the box and the words given. Then decide which option would appeal most to your fellow students. Use the phrases given in the speaking activities on page 137. The two options given are as follow. The first, a cafeteria with an outdoor patio, and the second is an indoor swimming pool. You can talk about the cost needed to build and to maintain any of the two projects. You can think how appealing is it to students, what students can do there, and how the weather may affect it. You can also think of how it can improve students' lives. You can use phrases like pay for maintenance, and appealing, socialize, enjoyable, relax, energizing, beneficial, escape from routine, weather dependent, and stay in shape. Before going to the phrases given in page 137, and these can be used in your function section in the exam, let's try to discover or to relearn about some phrases and linkers that you can use. Ready? Ready? Let's do it. So we have many linkers and we have adding points, given example, cause and effect, contrast, conclusion, and listing. So let's begin with however. It is used to show contrast. To begin with is for listing, but for contrast, so for cause and effect, to sum up, for conclusion, because he's using for cause and effect, in addition to add points, such as is an example. Firstly, it's to list. For example, is to give example, of course. On the other hand, it's used for contrast. All in all, we can use it to conclude. Moreover, to add points. Furthermore, the same. Secondly, to list. Due to, it's for cause and effect. For instance, to give example. And the last linker here is in summary, and it is used to conclude. Let's verify. Perfect. Well done. I think you appreciated that. Do you want another game? And another list of linkers? Okay, but it will be a little bit more difficult. Ready? Let's do it. As a piece of advice, when you find the task a little bit difficult, begin with what you know, with what you are certain about. So, despite is used for contrast, although, even though, and though also for contrast. The same with but, the same with nevertheless, the same with however, the same with in spite of. Okay, now let's think of result, reason, and purpose. I think one of the easiest and the most noticeable one is as a result. The same can be applied for therefore. Do we have therefore here? Yes. And consequently. What about due to? It's used for reason. Excellent. In case, it's for purpose. Great, we will verify this next. What about since? It's for reason. And yet, for contrast. Great. To is for purpose, for objective, because can explain. So it is used for reason, and the same with because of, and owing to for reason, so as to. This is for purpose, and the same apply with so as not to, and in order to, so that. Great, it's for purpose. So is used to show a result, and the same with as. We will verify. So you had only one problem with as. Let's verify when to use as. It's also for reason. Great, a good job. And now let's go to page 137 to learn how to express or to open a discussion, how to support your opinion, and how to express contrast. You can open a discussion using to begin with. First we need to discuss. Let's start by talking. The important thing here is, the main thing we need to discuss is, you can support your opinion using expressions like I believe and because. There are several reasons why I would or something would provide students with, and you can use the expression as they are. The reason I think is more appealing. One advantage or disadvantage of a phenomenon is, and similar expressions. To express contrast, you can use, on the other hand, However, very true, but you may be right, but go back to our task and let's think of a dialogue between two persons, Ali and Selm, to find the best choice, either to opt for the coffee or for the cafe or for the swimming pool. Ali may say we need to discuss how we are going to use the area of open ground which is beyond the school. Do you think it should be turned into a cafeteria with an outdoor patio or an indoor swimming pool? Ahmed can answer. Let's start by thinking about the advantages of a cafeteria with an outdoor patio. In my opinion, it will be a great place for students to socialize and relax before or after classes. Furthermore, the cost for building and maintaining it is not as high as for a swimming pool. Ali can reply, you have a point, but we also need to consider the advantages of an indoor swimming pool, which will be very beneficial for students. They will be able to stay in shape and use their spare time in a more productive way. Ahmed can reply saying, you may be right, but some students may find this inappealing as they are not interested in sports. And of course, as I mentioned before, the cost for building and maintaining an indoor swimming pool will be extremely high. Very true, can reply Ali, but the real benefits of an indoor swimming pool are greater than those of a cafeteria. The reason I believe this is because if students have easy access to a swimming pool, which is not weather dependent, they will have the opportunity to escape from routine and feel full of energy. Even those who are not interested in sports may be encouraged to become more active. Also, if lots of students use the swimming pool, they won't mind paying a very low membership fee, so that the maintenance cost can be covered. Thinking about it more carefully, I think I will agree with you. After all, the area around the school is full of cafeterias, so I believe an indoor swimming pool would appeal to more students and will definitely improve our quality of life. Be flexible like these two students, and here we finished our lesson. See you safe and healthy, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.